Hello, team, and welcome to the Best of Five podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Claire Kreitzer. Join Grace and I for a bonus episode as we predict the first and second rounds of the NCAA tournament. During the episode, we examine each game, discuss our upset picks, and debate who has the easiest journey to the championship. We can't wait for all of the great volleyball this weekend. Thanks for listening, and please remember to like, subscribe, and follow the Best of Five podcast. Let's dive in.
In this bracket, as I was filling mine out, and I didn't want to look at yours because I would be for 100%.
Exactly.
And this year, I feel like was the year of upsets. But
For sure.
also, this bracket, a lot of the games, I'm like, well, that's not really an upset. It technically is. This team is balled out this year. So, I don't know. It was really interesting.
Yeah, that's one of my main sort of upsets in my bracket was Georgia upsetting Arizona State.
Yeah.
But I don't really consider that much of an upset. Yeah, sure, Arizona State's ranked and Georgia's not, but Georgia has had some really big ranked wins this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And have been playing in a very competitive SEC. So, yeah, that's kind of that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Did you notice how many effing games Dayton played this year?
Who played?
Dayton. They played 33 games.
Oh my gosh, yeah. They have a 31-2 record.
That's
Holy
crazy.
crap. 32? Oh my gosh, and UMBC, they've only played 24.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Insane.
They have at least 2 or 3 games more than everybody else.
Yeah. I do think the A10 does the way they do their conference tournament, they play people again.
So they have a regular season?
Yep. And then regular season and then a conference tournament. So that's more games.
Okay,
but
so they
that's still crazy.
Yeah, that's still a lot. I think they played a pretty tough preseason, before the regular season or before conference play.
Yeah.
So yeah, wow, they've been really balling out.
For sure.
And 31-2, that's ridiculous.
Should we just go down?
I think so.
I'll read them off and then you can tell me who you picked and I'll share mine.
Yes, go ahead. So this is the first round.
Yes. I'll start on the left side.
Got it.
We have Nebraska versus LIU. What was the name of that?
Long Island.
Long
the Sharks.
Island. Okay. Yes, Sharks. For sure.
Jaws.
All right. Drum roll.
Drum roll.
Nebraska.
Yeah. I got the Cornhuskers as well.
Yeah. All right.
I don't think that'll be much of a game, but
nope.
Who knows?
Right. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. Delaware versus Missouri. Who do you have?
Mizzou, Missouri.
Me too. Delaware doesn't feel like it's D1 to me.
No. And I think they're the Blue Hens or something. That just sounds like a children's book.
Like Eric Carle or something.
Exactly, the Hungry Caterpillar.
Yeah. All right, Del.
Yeah, whatever. Good luck. Yeah. But I think
yeah.
But I got
They have a good record. I mean, I don't know who they played, but
yeah, they really do. And their Instagram is hype, so I would love that. I mean, that would be a cool upset.
That would be. Missouri's lost a lot.
They have their record 17-12. That's crazy that they are ranked. I mean, obviously they're the 8th seed, but still, I definitely would have ranked Baylor before I ranked them.
100%.
But also Baylor's record is worse. It's 16-12. That's pretty bad too.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Georgia Tech and South Alabama.
I'm going with Georgia Tech.
Me too. I've got the Jackets.
Yes. I think Georgia Tech's hungry.
Me too.
and really fired up because they've had some big ACC wins, but also some big ACC losses. And
Yeah.
they seem to me like they're just uber competitive and kind of mean about it. And
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Going into the tournament, sometimes that's what you need.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I think their coach does a good job of firing them up, at least from
For
what I've
sure.
seen on the sidelines. But like,
Definitely. Like she's
yeah,
quiet, but also
intense. I love it.
yes. Like I'm kind of scared.
Yeah. Okay, FGCU and Florida.
Yeah, I went with the Florida Gators.
Yes, I'm a big Gators fan, but I went with
Mm-hmm.
FGCU. I just think Florida, like, I feel like it would be easy for them to run out of steam by now.
For
Like,
sure.
they've had such like a heartbreaking season, but also like the girls have stepped up that needed
For
to.
sure.
But I just think the season is so long, and like I just don't
Mm-hmm.
know if they can like keep that energy going into the tournament.
Exactly.
I'm rooting for Florida, but I did choose FGCU.
Yes.
So
I think
yeah,
that's a fine choice.
awesome. Okay, Arkansas and SFA. What is that?
Stephen,
Oh.
I know what it is. I literally just talked about it at dinner tonight. It's Stephen F. Austin State University.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah, oh, that's hard to say. SFA is good.
All right, who do you have?
Arkansas.
Me too.
Oh, they've played more games than Arkansas.
Oh, wow.
30. Oh, they've played 33.
Wow.
Wow. They must have a conference championship as well.
Yeah, I bet they do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
I have Arkansas over
yeah,
them. I just think Arkansas has really stellar pin hitters and they have a lot of energy. So,
yeah, me too. And I think they have a great like competitive spirit, which is what you need for the tournament.
exactly.
All right. TCU and Florida State.
I was hesitant about this pick. I pondered it, but I ultimately went with Florida State. I watched the Pitt Florida State game today while I was at the gym, and they're good.
Yeah.
I also think TCU is very good, but I just think Florida State's going to have some momentum, especially after winning the ACC championship. They're not going to want to lose first round.
Yeah.
So that's why I picked them.
Yeah. I just had a better feeling about Florida State.
Right.
They've had some really good wins.
They have.
Okay. James Madison and Baylor.
Yeah, this is one that would probably be considered an upset, but I went with Baylor.
Same.
I
I
just
just
think
have to.
Baylor, same. And I just think they have more experience in the
Yep.
tournament.
Slay. Yes.
Slay, tourney experience. And sometimes that's enough to get you the win in the first round.
Oh yeah, like the nerves of it all, like the
Right.
ability to stay calm and collected, I think is part of Baylor's culture. Whereas
Definitely.
James Madison, I wonder how many tournament appearances they've had in their career.
Right. And they're not used to playing in any big environment, with
Right.
a crowd. I mean, I don't know exactly their crowd situation, but Baylor plays at Texas and Kansas and all of these places that consistently sell out.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think James Madison isn't used to the physicality that Baylor and Baylor's conference is used to.
Right.
So that'll be an interesting game because I feel like their style of play is really different.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one to watch, I think.
Yeah. All right. Wofford, or as Claire says, Wofford and Kentucky.
I went with the Cats,
Me
Kentucky.
too. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, there's not really much to say about that one.
No. Okay. Louisville and Wright State. I think we both went with Louisville.
Yes, one of
Yes.
Bethy at the bar tonight was like, "Oh, I think Wright State's gonna win," and I
What?
said, "Beth, don't put that."
Yeah.
So let me just help you out here. Don't
Yeah.
put that.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
shade to Wright State.
No, of
It's
course
just
not.
Louisville's just a powerhouse, and they're a top 4 team every year, you know?
Yeah, they're not going to lose first round. I don't believe it.
No.
Okay, Western Mich and Auburn.
I said Auburn.
Me too.
I saw
Michigan played a ton of games too. Oh my gosh.
yes, 32. I bet they're tired.
They're so tired.
Yeah.
And they're
Okay,
cold.
this is right. This is interesting. This is the first time I've thought about this, but like they play more that makes sense that these lower caliber
Yes.
conferences play more games because they don't have to be I mean,
Right.
obviously they have the chance to make the tournament, but to go far in the tournament, they don't really need to prep for that. That sounds terrible. What's another way to put it? Like they don't have the opportunity to play 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 more
Yes.
games
Right.
in December, so they can afford to play the 4 games in their conference tournament.
Exactly. And I will also add Western Michigan's conference, like they're all very close. So
Okay.
they also could play each other twice.
Right.
Okay, Utah State and Minnesota.
I went with Minnesota.
Me too. I can't not. I literally couldn't.
I know. I've heard that Utah State is pretty good and obviously their record is pretty good, but I just think that from what I saw of Minnesota last week, if they can play like they did last week against Nebraska, they won't have any trouble with Utah State.
Right. I agree. And like they also have more tournament experience in their
100
culture.
Yes, 100%. And they have fans that wear like baseball caps with little gopher ears and they're so cute.
That's a great. I love that.
Same, I want one.
It's better than the Nebraska corn husker hat.
Oh, I know. I guess you gotta go with what you got, but that's
Well, and it
tough.
helps to like be a part of a winning team. Like you can get away with that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Seriously.
Colgate Creighton. Or is it Colgate?
I think it's Colgate, like the toothpaste.
Okay. I just got really insecure.
I went with Creighton.
Me too. Yep.
More tournament experience and a winning program.
Okay. Yep. Same as the first.
I like one thing about Creighton is I love their coach. I follow her on Instagram, Coach Booth.
Yeah.
I just love seeing women being successful in leadership positions.
Me too. And okay, Washington State versus Grand Canyon.
I picked Washington State.
Me too.
I didn't realize though that they have almost identical records.
I know. I was just looking at that.
Yeah. Washington State's 24-7 and Grand Canyon's 23-7.
Yeah.
Fun.
Okay, Pepperdine and Dayton.
I went with Dayton.
Me too. Okay, Southern California, UMBC.
I went with Southern California.
Let's go
Trojans.
Skylar.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I love Skylar Fields.
Me too.
Yes.
And then Coppin State, Pitt. I think we both chose Pitt.
Yes. 100%.
Okay. All right. Wisconsin, Jackson State.
Wisconsin.
Same. Miami, UNI.
Miami. I think that'll be a good game though. Because
Me too.
technically Miami beating UNI would be an upset because UNI is the 8 seed.
Yeah.
But I just think Miami has more experience playing tournament caliber teams.
Yes.
And they've had some upsets this year, so
yeah. Penn State Yale.
Penn State.
Okay. Omaha, Kansas.
Kansas.
Me too. I do like Omaha though after watching them play.
Same. Yeah. I just think Kansas has a lot of good momentum right now.
Yeah.
And their coach, he's such a cutie.
I know. I love him.
He's so sweet. I need to remember his name because I literally think he's the cutest little man.
Yeah, I hope he's nice.
Same. He looks like he has kind eyes, but
yeah,
who knows?
You know, that can get you quick.
Right.
Okay, Purdue, Fairfield.
Purdue, go Boilermakers.
Yes, boiler up.
Exactly.
Okay, Eastern Illinois and Marquette.
Marquette.
Me too. They're so tall.
Yes. Yeah. And now that I'm really like taking another look at this, Marquette and Purdue both have really good placements
I know.
in the bracket,
I was
like
like, Purdue, you better pray to all the gods because you really got
seriously.
a nice little ride there.
Exactly. And I mean a good chance to make it at least to the Elite Eight.
Yeah, which is with their season. I mean, they've lost 8 times.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to watching those matchups a little more closely, just because
Yeah,
I think if Marquette could upset Purdue, that would be heartbreaking.
yeah, really,
Yeah,
really would.
that would be tough. But hey,
Yeah.
who knows?
Okay, Iowa State and Hawaii.
I went with Hawaii.
Me too.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that Iowa State is good, and they've been like ranked on and off during the season, and like playing in the Big 12. They had some big wins, but I just like Hawaii's chances better.
Me too. I really like the style of play Hawaii's always had.
Definitely. And have you seen
Definitely.
their uniforms? Their arm sleeves are so cool.
So sick.
Sick.
Sick, bruh.
Exactly.
All right, Southeastern LA and Oregon.
Oregon.
Me too. Shout out Lolo.
Yes, exactly.
Oregon normally does well in the tournament, which I love.
I love that too because I love how they can kind of hit the reset button too. Like they don't
Yes.
care what their
No,
regular season is. It's tournament time and they're playing for a national championship and I love that.
me too. I love that too. Okay, Texas A&M. That was an interesting matchup for the first round, I thought.
Yes, definitely. And I went with Texas
Yeah,
just
same.
because they're going to be playing in Gregory.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But also, as we've seen in the past, Texas is a team that doesn't always come to play for the tournament. So,
Polk City.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I don't
It's
know
so
what
annoying.
it's so annoying. I don't know what they put in their Gatorade or what, but sometimes they just cannot put all the pieces together.
No.
So yeah, I have Texas, but who knows?
Very good. Okay. Texas State, SMU.
I went with SMU. I don't
Same.
know anything about Texas State or SMU,
Me either.
so I just
Nothing.
went with the higher seed.
Yeah, same. I think I've heard SMU volleyball a little bit more than I've heard of Texas State volleyball, so I think that's why
Exactly,
I went with that.
for sure.
Okay.
I've heard their campus is beautiful,
Yeah, I've heard that
and
too. All right, Western Kentucky and Coastal Carolina.
I don't know much about either of these teams, so I went with the higher seed, Western Kentucky.
Same. Chris chose Coastal Carolina, which I think could
Yes,
happen actually.
definitely.
Okay, High Point and Tennessee.
I went with Tennessee.
Same. I'm excited to see Tennessee this year.
Same. I've watched a couple of their regular season matches, I think against Kentucky and Florida, and they were both really good. They played a very fast pace.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And one of their middles is a transfer from Ohio State.
Oh, interesting. That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, BYU, Weber State.
BYU.
Yes. And then Georgia, Arizona State.
Maybe controversial, but I went with Georgia.
I did too.
Yeah, I just really like their chances.
Me too.
And I think they're able to perform in high pressure
Yeah.
situations. So that'll be helpful in the tournament, especially in the first round.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Houston versus UC Santa Barbara.
I picked Houston, even though I do think there's a chance UC Santa Barbara could beat them.
Yeah. I think that could be an upset too, which is fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with losing that one.
Yeah. Okay. Fresno State and is that what that says?
Yeah.
Okay, and Stanford.
Stanford.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, did you see? I meant to send it to you, but I don't think I did. There's like a video of the Stanford girls. They're like the seniors. They were interviewed because they were on the 2019 national championship team.
Cool.
Yes, so cool. And then they were talking about how difficult it was going from winning a national championship to not even making the tournament and like
Yeah.
having a losing record in the Pac-12.
Yeah.
And so they were just chatting about how they really want to get the program back on
Aw.
top, and it was just really, really cool and really inspirational. So I think
Yeah.
they'll use a lot of that energy to propel them forward.
And I think they've done so. Like they've already made a better name for themselves than they have the last few years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I mean, Kendall Kipp, get her
Oh,
going.
turn me up, Kendall Kipp.
Seriously. Because I'm excited for a lot of these second round
Yeah,
matchups.
me too.
Yeah. Okay. I'll start in the top left.
All right.
The second round, I think it's going to be Nebraska, Missouri.
Yes, me too. Okay.
I think it's going to be Nebraska.
Same.
Yeah. I just think they're so dominant and they're not going to lose.
Okay. I had Georgia Tech, FGCU.
Yes. And I had Georgia Tech, Florida.
Nice. And then I had Georgia Tech winning.
Same. I do
Okay,
think
cool.
I think that GT will make it to the Sweet 16.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Love it.
Okay, next one, second round, I think it's going to be Arkansas, Florida State.
Same.
And then I think Arkansas will be the winner.
Me too.
Yeah.
Which is
I
so
think that,
great for their program. I'm so happy for them.
yes, same. I really want them to go far. And I think this Arkansas Florida State matchup is really evenly matched. I just have a
Yeah.
feeling that Arkansas is going to be a little bit more competitive.
Yeah. Same. Okay. I had Baylor, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had Kentucky winning that one.
Yes, same. I don't love Kentucky's pin hitters because I
Yeah.
think they two-hand tip too much, or not even tip. They literally set the ball over the net
Ugh.
without even trying to go for the block or something, you know?
Yeah.
But I think Emma Grom, their setter, is so good and so competitive that she'll get them there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then next I had Louisville, Auburn. And Louisville come out on top against what's Auburn's mascot?
They're the Tigers or something. Yeah.
Yes. Or no, they're the War Eagles.
Oh, you're right. Wait, hold on. I
Yes.
gotta look this up. Okay, Auburn, their mascot is a tiger,
Wait, what?
but their phrase is War Eagle.
Right. That's fun. So like we're
It's
both
a
right.
battle cry. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I wonder.
Okay, I had Minnesota Creighton up
Yep.
next. And
Me
I think
too.
this is where we differ, but I had Creighton winning this one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I had Minnesota. I don't
Yeah.
really have a huge reason why I picked Minnesota because I think Creighton could beat them definitely. But yeah, why'd
Yeah.
you pick Creighton?
I think I picked Creighton because I think that they're a little bit more steady for me. Like,
Yes,
Minnesota just seems so up and down this season, and it just like playing the odds. Like, I don't know if they're gonna be on. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
but I feel like
Yes,
Creighton like brings like a consistent game every game. So if
yes,
Minnesota's on, I think Minnesota will win. But if they're not on, Creighton could take the W.
definitely. I agree.
So that one will be cool if that ends up
Yeah,
happening.
definitely. I will definitely be tuning in.
Oh yeah,
Okay, next one, Washington State Dayton with Washington State winning.
same.
Yeah, I think Washington State, like at times during the season, was in the top 5 rankings wise in the
Oh
coaches
yeah,
pool.
Yeah.
So I just think they're not going to settle with losing in the second round.
No. No.
Not at all.
Okay, I have USC Pitt, and I chose Pitt to come out on top.
Yes, I did too. But this is a big but for me because I almost put USC.
Seriously?
Yes, because I think that Skylar Fields can take over games, obviously. And because my dad was complaining about Pitt's, like, where they were in the bracket. He thinks like they got robbed or, it's like unfair. And I was like, okay,
What?
that's why I don't like Pitt fans, okay? Because they whine and cry even when they're the 4 team in the country.
Yeah. Nothing's
So that's
ever
a
good enough for them.
no. And like win a national championship and then you can come crying.
Or get through a
Um
game without yelling at a ref.
exactly. Yeah, I just think it's going to be a really interesting game and I'm going to go to it on Saturday.
Okay, okay, wait. Pitt has a nice ride to at least Coppin State,
I
they can win.
seriously.
USC, they can win. Washington
Yes.
State, they can win.
Exactly. So I
And
just
then they beat Louisville already, so that can
no,
happen.
exactly. Like it's not that hard. Obviously, that's not right, but
Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool.
okay. The other side of the brackets on the right side on the top, we have Wisconsin, Miami, and I have the Badgers, Wisconsin winning over them.
Me too.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be much of a fight because I think Wisconsin's just more physical than Miami is.
Yeah, and
I
more
mean,
in tune, I feel like.
exactly. And with Connor Booth, or no, what's her name? It's not Connor Booth. The middle, I know her last name's Booth. She's 6'7" and Anna Schmeck 6'9".
Yeah, damn.
That's ridiculous. So, yeah, if that doesn't get them to the Sweet 16, I don't know what will.
Seriously. Okay, next up we had Penn State versus Kansas,
Yep,
and I had Penn State on top.
same. I do think this will be a really great game,
Yes,
but I just have to stay loyal to my Nittany Lions.
me too. And I think they've had a nice end of their season so far,
Right,
so I'm confident in them.
definitely. They're definitely playing their best volleyball right now, and that's what you want. So,
Yeah, yeah,
okay, next up is Purdue Marquette,
yes,
and I had Purdue coming out on top.
me too. That one will be interesting though, because Marquette I just always picture super tall and
Mm-hmm.
physical, and then Purdue is normally pretty aggressive, but more defense oriented. So that'll be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, it really will be. I think it'll be really entertaining, but I do think with Purdue's momentum and honestly, just their scrappiness and competitiveness, I think it'll be hard to beat them. But
Yeah.
good luck.
And they've played top 10 teams all year. You know what I
Right.
mean? Yeah.
Exactly. Next up, Hawaii, Oregon, and
Yes.
I have Hawaii. Or not Hawaii.
Really?
No, my bad.
No big
I
deal.
have I have Oregon.
Me too. I was like, what?
I mean, is that in the realm of possibility? Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But I just think with Oregon's fast offense, it's going to take a lot to beat them.
I agree. Okay. I have Texas, SMU, and I took Texas, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Enough said.
I think, yeah, enough said. And wow, Texas has an easy ride.
Holy
I'm
yeah.
just looking at this now. They're not going to face anybody as physical as them until
No.
at least the Elite Eight.
Yeah. So good for
So,
them.
yeah, good luck. Okay, next, Western Kentucky and Tennessee.
Yes.
And I had Tennessee on top.
Me too.
Okay, that's awesome.
I know.
And I think I think that can go either way, but I just think Tennessee has a lot more momentum and it's gonna I
Me
just think
too.
they're better.
Me too.
That's it.
Me too. Okay, BYU and Georgia is what I had.
Okay, that's what I
And
had
then
too.
I took BYU.
I took Georgia.
What?
I know.
Tell me
That's one.
why.
I just think I watched BYU play. They played Kansas on senior night, and they did not play well.
Yeah.
And they looked scared. They kind of just cowered to Kansas's aggressive play.
Uh-huh.
And I think Georgia's the type of team that plays really aggressive and could get the momentum swinging their way and take it.
Wow.
Yeah, I would love that too, but I love and respect BYU's program and would be very happy if they won as well.
Yes. Very.
Okay, the last one we got here is Houston, Stanford, and I went with Stanford.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't realize Stanford's 26-3. That's
I
really
know.
good.
I like really good.
Yeah. But I've been following their scores lately and they've gone to 5 a lot.
Really?
Yeah, like UCLA took them to 5.
That's a good and bad thing. I like that they were
Exactly.
able to pull out the win, but like they have some faults that can be taken advantage of.
Definitely. Yeah. So those are our first and second round predictions. That's so
Woo!
exciting.
I know.
Woo! Yeah, and it's coming at us quick. It'll be here. They start tomorrow.
Yeah. I think
Oh
3:30, right? Is the
wow.
first one.
Yes. Oh, so fun.
Nobody this year is undefeated.
Wow. Yeah. Nebraska almost had it.
I know.
I'm kind of glad they lost though, because I think it's just so much pressure going into this tournament
Yes.
undefeated,
Yes.
especially if you have hopes to win it all,
Yes, I agree.
because to go a whole season without losing is awesome, but it's also very, very unlikely.
Yeah. And it's better to lose in the regular season and figure out how your team deals with adversity in that way without it
Exactly.
being like the end of your.
Right. Exactly. I 100% agree. Thanks for listening to the Best of 5 podcast. Tune in next week as we review the results of the first weekend, and don't forget to watch the first and second rounds of the tournament starting on Thursday. Please remember to like, subscribe, and follow the Best of 5 podcast. Why is volleyball the best? Because it's the best of 5.